Interesting matchup there we saw, and just so you know, Sudan's are just so hungry and always trying to prove a point. But we just saw how it all panned out. Congratulations to Senegal, congratulations to Sudan, as you know the next phase of the round of robin continues in the world of basketball, as Afro Basketball Championship is ongoing. The Tigers are pushing to win their second title. The last time they won a title was a decade ago, and they are looking to turn that deficit, as we have lots of players, even those currently playing in the NBA, representing Nigeria in Angola. We've seen the Tigresses, and also we saw Super Falcons making Nigeria proud. The Tigers completing Mission 5, and then the Super Falcons completed Mission X when it came to the world of football. Now, still talking of football, it's just very interesting that we're about to have this conversation. Just over the weekend, we saw exciting matchups around MPFL Youth League, where we saw Niger Tornadoes defeating Nasarawa United 5-1, and then an empathetic result as the Kano Center of the MPFL Youth League, as Niger Tornadoes dismantled their counterpart in Lafia 5-1, and Issa Lapi is the one with a hat-trick, so he was almost the hero of the day. And still in that same youth league, we saw Katsina United and Niger Tornadoes battling it out and settling for a 3-3 draw, and this shows the resilience and power of Niger Tornadoes despite being down in the first half, ending the first half 3-1. They still came back from behind to level at 3-3. That shows the resilience and the mentality that these boys have, that they would not go down without a fight, and then they actually left smiling because they settled for a draw. I'll be having a conversation with the chairman of National Sports Commission in Niger States, who will be doing justice to the plan and the development of sports that we've seen in Niger State for the past couple of years now. And he's in the studio with me in the person of Honorable DANJUMA ABDUL, National Chairman of Sports Commission, Niger State. Good morning, Honorable. Thank you for joining us on today's edition of Talk Sports.
Good morning. Thank you, Nigerians, and particularly Nigerites.
Yes.
I'm Honorable DANJUMA ABDUL Masu,
yes. So
the Chairman Niger State Sports Commission, not National Sports Commission.
Yes, Chairman Niger State Commission. Yes. Thank you for that correction. So
thank you.
I saw your boys in action, and I'm sure you're looking very sporty despite your sporty attire. So looking at what was the mindset between, and how well have your boys? We've seen how amazing they have been over the past couple of years. So moving forward to the new seasons around the corner, what do we have, and how are we looking to conquer the MPFL?
Thank you very much. I want to thank God for making us to see today, and I want to appreciate you for identifying with us, Niger State in particular, and the government of my principal, the Right Honorable Farmer Mohammed Umar Bago, who is so anxious to see he turn around the story of sports in Niger State. Actually, whenever I'm in a studio like this and I see people are trying to discuss football alone, it gets somehow jealous. But nevertheless, being an administrator of the sports, I'm a father to all.
Yes.
So I always want to cover all the ramifications around the sporting industry.
Yes.
Actually, Niger State, since inception in 1976, we have been in the world sports map. But along the line, we are dropped out due to lack of continuity on our developmental programs. And after so much consultation, so much research from stakeholders, we discovered that we need to have a different approach to the sporting industry in Niger State. I will not be left out, since even at the national, there are kind of way to reduce bottlenecks and bureaucratic process in the whole thing. So we also key in, not quite long, into becoming a state sports commission.
Yes.
Under the able leadership of my governor. What we want to see is a total overhaul of the sports sector in Niger State. And that is what prevented the governor to bid for the National Sport Festival.
Yes.
In 2028. We believe by so doing, it's going to give us an ample opportunity to regain back the lost glory in the sports industry. If you understand, sports is a very large industry.
Yes.
That can take off more than 40% of Nigerian youth off the street. Because we have federations or associations under the Sports Commission to the number of about 36 associations. And each association, you discover that we must have a very large number of youth that turns to be in hundreds. So if those youths will be engaged, even if we put it on a simple arithmetic, 100 by 36 associations is giving you about 3,006.
Yeah.
Am I right?
You're very.
So if each state can engage 3,600 youths in sports, I think we're somewhere.
We won't be having conversation of lack of jobs again.
There will be no social vices in the society.
Yes.
Even if there will be, it will be reduced to the barest minimum. So, and this is the value chain we want to introduce in Niger State. And in a no time, we are going to start with the Bago Street Soccer Championship.
Okay.
In Niger State, we have about 438 youth clubs across the 25 local governments. So each club will be given opportunity to participate. It's going to be in league format.
Okay.
Where they will be playing maybe from September or October till next year, playing one championship. So tell me how somebody will be engaged for 5 months and will tell you that he has time for other things.
He must be busy.
He must be busy.
Yes.
The only thing he might be opportunity to be party to is schooling. Because the program is about sports and education. Because when you look at majority of those involved in sporting activities are from the vulnerable families. And they end up becoming champions and champions. People like me are part of the beneficiaries of sports.
Okay.
I was picked from the LEA in my early 9 years. Started with judo. Tomorrow I go to handball. Next tomorrow I move to basketball. But at the end of it, I end up as a professional handballer. Later on, I became referee, international referee, and retire back into politics. So when you look at the basis of my upcoming was built around sports.
Yes.
And there is need for me to give back to the society. So Niger State, we are trying to develop a roadmap which are coming in phases. We have the long-time, short-time programs.
Okay.
Where the long-time programs will start from the grassroots, from primary school level to secondary school level to tertiary institutions.
Yeah.
All these youth will be engaged in different championships that will keep them busy and also improve their academic performance. Because basically today, if you go back to the grassroots, you will see that the government are not looking into sports as a profession, but giving a service to it as if let's just do it. And we the professionals, we don't agree with that. We want to challenge the government. As we are professionals in that field, we must also be given all the necessary recognitions where an engineer is given, where a doctor is given.
Yes.
I want to tell you this. By the time Nigerian team loses a match, the coach will be on fire.
He's currently on fire.
And by the time operations are being carried out in theaters quietly and people are being killed, nobody noticed that. Because the national interest is not there. It's only those families that involved in that incident that will only be in sober.
Very true.
But Nigerians can only be happy when Nigerians are winning. Nigerians are always happy when Nigerians are winning. Nigerians are always united when Nigerians are playing.
Yes.
So why don't we use this tool to unite Nigeria? Why don't you use this as a way of developing infrastructure, marketing, and other sectors? Because sports has a value chain that translates into billions of naira. When you look at the casinos today, Niger bet, that bet, this bet, those are money in millions. When you come back to another value chain of it, is the educational aspect of it. Today in America, Europe, and other places, sports are attached to scholarships. Can you see another value chain? When you come back to infrastructures, engineers are engaged by designing stadiums, designing indoor halls, designing this, designing that. When you come back to another innovations, another scientists are busy trying to improve on a spy shoe that the future champions will use for a brighter future. When you go back to another industry, you will see that the common person on the street selling pure water wants to see championships happening so that he can sell more. Like in my own place in Niger today, we want to see championships when the yam is ready in the market, so that the common woman coming from the village can sell her yam to the visitors at a very cheap rate. And that will translate another value to Niger State, that Niger State is a place to live, where a common man can live a gentle life and an average standard life. So the value chain in sports is so numerous that time will not allow us to discuss it.
We are still going to try to cover the parts that we can cover. So now you have rightly made some comments around marrying sports and education. So what's the plan, the closest plan you have to achieving that? You know, we have a couple of months before the year runs out, schools are on holiday, a great work going on still in Niger State as Suleiman Issa, that's the commissioner on ICT, started his boot camp yesterday for young kids to you know, be familiar with the system, and he says he has over like around 2,000 pupils around. So partaking in this. So how will the sports commission now marry education with school and education with football, so as to, you know, take a whole lot of individuals, young kids and young adults out of the streets?
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, sports and education should go hand in hand. And that is why we need to go back to the basis, to the primary school, to the secondary school. And even the Almajiri child on the street, we know they love sports. There is no Almajiri you see in northern Nigeria
without kicking anything.
Anywhere he see a ball rolling, he will kick it. So one thing that will entice those children to remain in school is to involve sporting curriculums into their academic issues. And one basic things our commission will surely put interest on is to make sure that you cannot be party to us without going to school. Either formal or informal education. The informal education is the Almajiri child, where we can capture him and push him into the formal educational sector. So those tools must be used, and a lot of homework must be done by bringing in the local government sports administrators to coordinate their local government for us. We are going to have zonal offices around the three senatorial districts we have. We are going to involve our senators, our members of House of Reps, where we are going to have collaboration with them, because some of them are doing wonderfully well, excellently well. For example, my senator from the B zone here have developed a sporting center attached to a secondary school in Tunga area. So that facility have become a community sports center where the school and the community can also take advantage of it. And I want to assure you, my House of Rep member, Right Honorable Garba Abdullahi Mesola, has also replicated the same thing in Kontagora. And the distinguished senator, my former governor too, in touch with him. He's also going to do something like that similarly. But this one will basically for hockey in Kontagora and also in Nibusa. So we are trying to identify catchment areas. My governor also have developed a blueprint to have a sports academy attached to my office, That is why I'm managing now for the office. And that sport academy is going to be there. So this is where we are going to have a lot of value chain project.
Yes.
We are going to talk to other members of the House of Rep and the other senator too, to also come to the aid of Nigerian youth and Nigerites in particular, where is there other projects where sports will also be given priorities, so that it will now reduce the burden on the state government.
Yes.
The state government can only go on the policy making, while they also come to help us on infrastructural development issues. As we are planning to host the National Sports Festival, those facilities would add value to what we are going to make up to for our hosting right. So I assure you, these plans, as I mentioned then, we are going to go basically based on our blueprint, that we are going to take the time we are going to have in that office to make sure that we utilize the period of our administration to make sure that sports is given the rightful place to be.
Yeah, sports actually deserves a rightful place to be. It's not just something about entertainment, because people get to watch football just because they want to be entertained. But like you rightly have stretched out, there is a whole lot of value chains, and there's a whole lot of GDP boost that can come from, sports. Well, now, we know we're not just being focusing on football alone. We are looking at, you're a professional handball player, and the commissioner of ICT said he plays basketball and all. So that means there's a whole lot of sporting individuals within this
within the cabinet.
Within the cabinet. So looking at it now, how can we diversify and focus more? Because any individual, any kid you see on the street now will say, okay, I want to play football. How do we impact them and introduce other sporting activities like boxing, basketball, hockey, cycling, even swimming? And given the fact that Niger State is looking to host the 2028 National Sports Festival, how can you put all of these into one basket and see that yes, Niger State and its people involve properly and participate in the sporting activities?
You see, I said it to you when we started that I always get jealous of discussing football, because anytime you open any station, is football issue, whether Premier League, that league. No, I'm a father to all sports.
Yes,
and the only way we can engage youth in other sporting activities is frequent championships in other sporting associations, because I want to give you an example. Today, I will take my community for example. In Niger State, there is no Equa church, there is no Catholic church you go that you not find the volleyball court. Every evening you will see them playing volleyball. I have made that research on my own, and I find it is real.
Very true.
So, if churches, if communities are even helping the government to develop these local facilities, the only thing the government can come in now to encourage them is to provide some of this equipment.
Infrastructure.
Not when you talk about infrastructure, you are not talking of the playing pitch, the stadium. No, it will be too much on the government. I'm a realist. I don't want to deceive anybody, and I don't want to tell lies. Let us face reality. We have identified with you that every evening you are engaging 30 youth, which has helped the government in reducing social violence around the community.
Yes.
Now, the government should not identify with those people, and that is why we must have a database.
Yes.
Where all sporting issues will now be there. You go to our website, you go to our Twitter handle, whatsoever, you will see what we can do, and you can see what we are doing. So once you identify these people, it's just a matter of trying to see how you can bring in corporate organizations to help you. You don't have to ask them for money. Let them give you this equipment. You can now go and donate this equipment to such places. They will appreciate you, because a price of one volleyball today, a standard volleyball ball, costs about 80 to 120,000 naira.
Yes.
So when you have like 2,000 volleyball teams in one state, for example, when you multiply that figure, it's not a small money.
It's not, yes.
So coming back to another event, going back, you will see that it's going to be so cumbersome to the government. So we must extend our hands of fellowship to private sectors, philanthropies, and see how they can come to the aid of not the government this time. They should understand that the beneficiaries and the end users of these things are the youth of Nigeria. Sport does not understand religion. Sport does not understand tribe. Sport does not understand color. We are doing better in basketball, both male and female today.
Yes.
It's not because we have the most intelligent players. It's not because we have the black skin. It's not because we are strong. But do you know what is giving us the victory in basketball today? It's because they are beginning to realize that there is need for them to unite the federation.
Yes.
Because Nigeria have one of the highest number of professionals
in the world.
In basketball. Nigeria have one of the best footballers in the world, but we are not achieving much in the senior team. Do you know why the Eagles are not doing well? A lot of sentiment is in Eagles. A lot of differences is in Eagles. Politically and otherwise. The same thing to our junior teams. Sentiments are being put into selections of players. We are a coach today. If I am a football coach, the last appointment I can take for national job is to coach all these underage teams.
Yeah.
Because you sit down in the pitch, or in the dressing room, or in the NFF office, the next thing you see is phone calls. The next thing you see is letterhead papers. The next thing you see is complimentary card. ADC wants his son to be. The minister wants his brother to be. The senator wants. These are the issues. And that is why the white men always come to see us as if we don't have direction. Because selections in Europe and America are based on merit. But ours are based on who you know. So we must correct all these things. I want to give you an example with Niger Tornadoes. I was with the chairman yesterday, and the pressure on him and me is, please, I have one boy. I think he can fit in. I say they have finished their screening, and I don't interfere with their issues. We are giving them free hand to operate. If they fail, we hold them responsible. But I would not want to give a player where he will say it's because of that player they failed. I want to make sure that they do well, because once they do well, I believe I'm the one doing well.
Yes.
So if they fail, I'm the one failing.
Yes.
So let everybody be given his chance to do what is right, so that we can get it right. That is it.
You know, ahead of the new 2025-2026 season, I saw most of your players have gone through medicals and they are very fit and ready.
Yeah, they did that yesterday.
Yes, I saw all of that. I follow your states and everything happening mostly in Niger very, very well. So we saw all of that. So ahead of the new season now, what do you, like you rightly said, you've provided everything. What mental talks, pet talks have you given the team ahead of the new season, based on the fact that there'll be the games will be starting this weekend?
Basically, as a sportsman, you should be able to know that yes, you are equal to the task, and that is why you are part of the team. One thing is for you to believe in yourself, because one cardinal thing of a sportsman is courage. If you don't have courage as a sportsman, either an administrator or a player or a psychologist of the team, then there is a problem.
Yes.
So believing in yourself is one foundation.
Okay.
So I want the players to believe that they are going to play 11-11.
Yes.
And it's a game of luck.
Yeah.
But one good thing is dedication.
Decision making.
Once you are dedicated, the technical management must work as a team.
Okay.
Once there is no unity from the technical officials, it translates into the players. You know why? Because coach A and B will not have differences in who is to play. And that is where the issue of sentiment will begin to translate into the downfall of the team. So I will advise them to work as a team, to believe that what they are doing it for the purpose of Niger Light, not for their own. Because the state is first before them.
Yes.
And it is taxpayers' money that is being used to service them. And without the taxpayers' money, they will not be there. So they should be good ambassadors of Niger State. Let them represent their family, let them represent us, and make themselves happy and make us proud.
Very true. This is a very strong message. Now let's talk Chan quickly, because Super Eagles beat him. We saw their outing, which we are obviously not so proud of. But today they have another match. I think their final match with Congo, which is just going to be something that they just literally have to play. Not that they have to play it, but they just have to play it. But looking at it now, what's your word for the Super Eagles coach Eric Chelle and ahead of their match for later this evening, and also securing a ticket to the World Cup 2026?
Well, I heard from the technical advisor, or the coach you call him, saying that the boys have done well. Yeah, actually they have done well by participating. And our integrity as a nation have been downgraded to some level. If we are going to lose a match, not to a nation like Sudan. You see, when I watched that match, the first half of the game,
yes,
I wanted off in my station with the telly, but I said no. Why should I? After all, somebody is having a headache. Why am I the one to take the Panadol for him?
Yes.
I say no. Let me just entertain myself as a sportsman and waste the remaining minutes with my since I'm alone in the house. So, the first match they play, you know, there is a center in Kenya.
Yes.
I was in Nairobi that time. So I was passing by the stadium in Nairobi. That was when I discovered that Nigeria was playing somewhere too.
Yes.
So I now asked the person next to me, I said, what is our result? They say we lost. I said, Chineke.
To Senegal.
To Senegal. I said, yeah, Senegal is a good side.
Well, the current champions.
Yes.
Of the
So who are we playing? They say Sudan. I say Haba. Even Niger tornadoes can be Sudan. That was the comment I made.
That's true.
So after the match, they say, well, I watched that match. When I returned, I said, how can we lose a match like this? What is the problem? So you see, and this is what I said in the past year, that the caliber of players sometimes that build up the national teams are not going there on merit. They are not on merit. Basically, we as administrators, we must challenge ourselves before challenging others, because we keep on interfering with the technical aspect of the game, and that is where the major problem is. There's nobody that would be a permanent secretary would be in the office, and you expect somebody to be directing him on what to do, and that person is not even the minister. Even the minister has limit that he can tell a permanent secretary to do some things.
Yeah.
As long as he's not interfering with his official duties. So these coaches, we should allow them, once we believe in them, we should allow them to select players based on merit. And we must keep a lot of championships ongoing. I'm begging the private sectors to come to the aid of Nigerian youth in sports industry.
Yes.
Let them revive sports for us. The government cannot do it alone. If you look at what the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is doing, my father, I will call him my father too, because he's a father to my governor, and anybody father to my governor is also my father.
Yes.
So we believe in him, and with what he's doing in sports, sportsmen have a very great future in this administration. For somebody to begin to motivate people spiritually, financially, psychologically, is somebody that we need.
Yes.
So I believe other sectors might not be happy with what I'm saying, but this is where I belong.
Yes.
So I'm enjoying it. So I believe some people will also enjoy another part of the Tinubu administration. But we sportsmen, we are saying a very big thank you to Mr. President.
Yes.
I want to appreciate Her Excellency too, because when you look at when the Falcons came back with that trophy,
yes,
she was feeling as if she was carrying her last baby. So I will say congratulations to her, and I want to tell her that we are happy with them within the sports industry, and we'll continue to support this government, because 40% of Nigerian youth are involved in sports.
True.
40% of Nigeria, I repeat it, go and do your research and challenge me anywhere. So I think we need a lot of boardroom adjustments.
Adjustments, yes.
That is it.
All right. Honorable Commissioner, Chairman,
yes.
Thank you for thank you for taking our time to join us on today's edition of TalkSport, and also, pinpointing the challenges that the sports industry is facing in Nigeria, and also appreciating your governor for all of the great work he's doing in Niger State, and also appreciating the president for the excellent work he's doing. Later on tonight, we'll see the Super Eagles B team take on Congo later tonight. As
you can see we are beginning to lose confidence in our nation because the whole thing has become like a child play.
Yes.
When you look at the team, there was no commitment from them. Playing Sudan was as if they are just going to a party, a beach party. No, as if there is nothing at stake. And that is, well, it is they are on the end.
Yes.
But we know that Nigeria being a football nation, Nigeria being a football nation, even the Sudanese will be surprised at what is happening.
What is happening? The coach came out to say that he wasn't even expecting the scoreline to be like that.
To be like this. Even if we are going to lose a match to Sudan, it shouldn't be a 1-0.
Yes.
Even if we are going to play short 2. Yes.
Yeah.
Even if we are going to play down with 2 men down, we shouldn't lose a match like that. But I don't know where the coach make his selections from. Maybe he was giving players from the up or from the down. I don't know.
Well, so he knows what really happened because he can't come out to say that they did well. Okay, in terms of participating, yeah, they did well by participating, but by fully representation, they did not do well. They didn't do well.
They knew themselves.
Yes.
They knew.
All right. Thank you so much for taking our time to join us on today's edition of Talk Sport. Honorable DANJUMA ABDUL, Chairman of Niger State Sports Commission. On that note, we'll be wrapping up today's edition of Talk Sport. But before we go, I'll leave you with the highlights between South Africa and Uganda as they battled out, and Uganda came from behind